Traveling is an exciting adventure, but it can also be expensive. Fortunately, there are many ways to save money without sacrificing the quality of your trip. From finding affordable accommodations to exploring like a local, these simple tips can help you make the most of your travel budget. In this guide, we'll explore some great tips and tricks to help you save money on your next trip, so you can focus on having an unforgettable experience without breaking the bank. Consider taking the less popular route. The internet is awash with awe-inspiring photos of breathtaking locations that we all desire to visit. Nonetheless, numerous of these destinations are pricey to reach or require a substantial amount of money to enjoy. Hence, instead of making a beeline for these highly publicized places, consider searching for locations that are a bit more secluded. Opting for budget airlines can prove advantageous in this regard since most of them connect to less busy airports and cities, making it simpler to discover new destinations. Similarly, train trips can provide access to places that are not served by airlines. Consider traveling during the off-season. Portofino, Italy, for instance, is stunning in the summertime, but the streets are swarming with tourists, making it difficult to enjoy the experience. Opt to travel during the off-peak season whenever feasible, as this may result in significant savings across the board. Flights, hotels, and shops will all be less expensive as they try to attract a smaller pool of visitors. During the festive season, Bethlehem, for instance, is bustling, while Rome is comparable to a human zoo in August. Be bold and reverse these seasons. Bethlehem is refreshing during the summer, while Rome is breathtaking in February. Since the pandemic, airline prices have undoubtedly increased as the travel industry attempts to recover billions in lost revenue. Nevertheless, there are still affordable options accessible. For example, taking a flight during off hours will typically result in a lower fare. Additionally, for train and bus travel, consider looking for overnight sleeper tickets. The excitement of waking up to a rapidly changing scenery outside your window can provide a fascinating adventure. If you require a taxi, seek guidance from hotel staff on what a reasonable tourist fare should be. Alternatively, request that they reserve the taxi for you, provide you with a predetermined fare, and avoid disputes later on. In areas that rely heavily on tourism, there is often only a brief window of opportunity to generate enough revenue to last the year. As a result, there will always be people eager to take advantage of tourists, whether in Bangkok or Beirut. It's important to arm yourself with knowledge about reasonable prices ahead of time, remembering that as a tourist, you will typically pay more. Indulging in street food, and making cautious selections, is an incredible method of immersing yourself in local culture, no matter where you are. Seek out bustling areas full of locals, rather than tourists, as this indicates excellent food quality, while a high volume of customers ensures everything is freshly prepared. Avoid dining in tourist zones. While the notion of having lunch overlooking Rome's Colosseum may seem idyllic, be aware that you will pay a premium for the privilege. For instance, cafes facing Florence's Duomo will charge several times the regular rate for a cappuccino compared to those in other parts of the city. Schedule your morning meal. Here's a simple yet effective way to reduce your everyday food expenses. Have a substantial breakfast prior to embarking on your exploratory journey, eliminating the requirement for expensive snacks on the way and providing you with the energy needed for an eventful day of sightseeing. Haggling for prices can be daunting for those from non-haggling cultures, but it's a common practice in many countries. As a respectful visitor, understand that locals will likely get better prices than you, so be gracious and accept this fact. When haggling with street vendors in places like Marrakesh, Stone Town, or Istanbul, for example, start by offering a third less than the initial price and maintain a friendly demeanor throughout the negotiation. You may end up paying more than the locals, but you'll likely have an enjoyable experience and perhaps even a cup of tea and a good conversation. Instead of sticking to the exact itinerary suggested in a guidebook, try using it as a starting point to discover unique and off-the-beaten-path attractions. While guidebooks can provide helpful information, don't limit yourself to following them step by step. If you're looking for something out of the ordinary, try exploring websites like Londonslondon.com, which offers a list of 56 unusual and quirky things to see in London that even most locals might not know about. By venturing off the beaten path, you'll be able to experience the city in a more authentic way and create your own unique travel memories. When traveling, it's important to save money where you can. One of the easiest ways to do this is by avoiding the hotel room service for your snacks and refreshments. Room service can be expensive, and the markup on snacks in the minibar can be astronomical. Instead, just ask for directions to the local supermarket and buy whatever you need there. Purchasing bottled water not only contributes to pollution, but it is also often highly priced. If you calculate the cost of water on a 2-week journey, it will likely exceed the cost of a meal. Whenever feasible, ensure that you stay hydrated by bringing your own reusable bottle and refilling it with tap water, only if it is safe to drink in the country, or utilizing public fountains, which are widely available in many cities worldwide. In conclusion, don't forget to do your research before traveling and have an idea of what you should be paying for goods and services. Additionally, ask locals for recommendations on where to eat to experience the local cuisine and culture. You may discover some hidden gems that you wouldn't have found otherwise. Happy travels!